The Burgundy and Gold won their last home game over a Denver Broncos team that appears to be looking towards next season already. Should Washington fans be excited as their team tries to end the season with 3 consecutive victories when they go on the road to face the dismal New York Football Giants? I'm Marvin Jackson, and welcome to the Sideline Report. Coming up later, we sit down with a Washington Redskins rookie cheerleader who is from Prince George's County and a Bowie State alum. Then we give our take on the NFL's top performers and our predictions on college football's Alabama, Clemson, and Oklahoma, Georgia matchups on New Year's Day. Joining me this evening are Winston, Hylton, and Donna Hopkins, our regulars.
Glad to be back.
And favorites.
Always good. Always good to be back. Thank you very much.
Denver Broncos, were they much of a match for the Redskins?
As someone always tells me, they're an NFL team, but that team is struggling right now. And I mean, offensively, no running game, passing game, no quarterback. Yeah. And even with all of those things that we just mentioned about Denver, Washington still kind of like started off a little slow, and they were like, Denver was in that game up until the last, fourth quarter? But the Redskins, is sad to say that I look back at Kansas City and the New Orleans game, and you get those 2 games, and we're talking about a team possibly being in the playoffs. But it's good that, you know, they won these last games or so forth. They have not been pretty, but they still won. And as they say, it leaves a good taste in their mouths going into the offseason because no playoffs once again.
Winston.
I mean, the questions going into these previous 2 games was, you know, have they given up on the season? Are they playing? Are they impassioned? Well, obviously they've shown that they can come back and play, but I mean, you know, I posed this question to a friend of mine, Alex Parker. We were just like, do these games actually mean anything? Do they matter? A friend of ours, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right, Brother Parker.
Right.
So, I mean, you know, do these games actually really matter? Of course they matter because you have young guys like Zach Vigil showing out. You have Samaje Perine getting some repetition. Jamison Crowder, he's doing his thing. Zach Vigil actually showing things that showing that he can play. Anthony Lanier showing that he has skills. So I mean, these games.
Grant has started to play well.
Exactly. Preston is also starting to play well. So these games matter. But the thing that worries me about this team is that, you know, what happens if they fall flat on their face coming this weekend? What goes into the off season? I mean, you know, everything around here is all talk when you get to January, February, March. It scares me about this storm that's coming.
Let's talk about Kirk Cousins in this game. Kirk was looking pretty good, except for, like you said, early in the first quarter, he did not play well.
Yeah, but and with his colorful suit, it's almost like he was the Christmas tree. He was the Christmas tree, right?
Well,
so he was dressed for the occasion.
I hear he wasn't going to wear that if he had lost, right?
When you're about to get paid like he is, he can wear whatever he wants. Yeah, he's going to wear whatever he wants to wear.
I'm going to have a suit where you just plug it in and little lights come on. But you know what? I think what has helped him,
I'd wear that.
Yeah. But what has helped the offense too is I think we've learned a little bit about their running game going into next year because Samaje really has ran that ball well the last 2 games, and you just see bursts of greatness coming out of him right now. So I think he's answered some questions right there. Now, I don't know what that means for Rob Kelly come next year, but I think that he's made the best of his opportunity in these last 2 games because he's really running that ball well. And it was hard running against Denver.
We're going to talk more about that running back situation later because we found some fans who said we need a running back here in Washington. But let's talk a little bit about the wide receiver position. Where's Josh had a pretty good game, right?
Yeah, he had a lot of targets. Only had.
There were a couple where he messed up.
Yeah.
Bit,
I mean, look, this is in essence, this is his rookie year.
Yeah.
So he is just learning the NFL game.
That's
he's learning, on the field. He's learning the NFL game. So we have to be a little bit patient with Josh.
Yeah.
But Jamison, that wide receiver core has just had a down year.
Yeah.
Compared to last year, where you had 2 veterans.
And Kirk Cousins still has
And
this
still,
big
he's
passer rating.
He's
right?
breaking franchise records.
What's going on there? I mean, this guy must be a pretty good quarterback, huh?
Well, let me just say this. I'm not saying that he's not, but what I'm saying is when you throw the ball within the, no more than 20 yards and whatever, your percentage is going to be pretty good. If they don't throw the ball downfield, so it may be a different story. So, yeah, it's, 10, 20 yards at max, his completion rate is going to be up.
He's opened it up more so this year than in years past, but yeah, when he's dicking and duffing all over the field, it's your percentage is going to be really high.
So this victory over Denver wasn't that great for them to win. We pretty much predicted they would beat Denver.
Yeah,
right? And Denver's quarterback situation is pretty Denver. So was this a audition for Kirk?
Every game is
in front of John Elway.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And what's funny is that a lot of people were commenting on the play-by-play and the color analysts about how they did not mention that, Kirk could be in play in Denver. He could be in play. Nobody ever mentioned that. But yes, he's.
And remember, Shanahan lives there.
Shanahan
There's
lives
a big
there.
house
Yeah,
there.
There's a shadow of Shanahan
with him
up
for
there.
a little
Oh,
bit.
absolutely. Doesn't he have a steakhouse out there?
Yeah,
pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm sure Kirk could like some steak.
Well,
out
we
there.
know he's not going to San Francisco now.
There's no
or the Rams.
Or the Rams, right?
So he could go to Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, New York.
All right. Well, let's hold your thoughts right there.
New York.
Because then is Manning coming here? But we will take a quick break and more from the sideline when we return.
Hi, my name is Shannon, and I'm a rookie on the Washington Redskins cheerleader team. I also graduated from Bowie State University, the one and only Bowie State University. So don't go away. Sideline Report will be right back.